Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, 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 Nityananda, Gauranga. Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Welcome everybody, thank you for coming. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Nityananda, Nityananda. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Nityananda. Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra. 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 Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra. Gauranga, Gauranga, Gauranga. Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra. Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra. Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra. Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra. Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, 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 Gora, Gora, Nitai, Gora, Nitai, Gora, Nitai, Goranga, Nitai, Goranga, Nityananda, 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 Goranga. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Ah Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama. Hope you're enjoying the chanting. Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari. Or should I say, I hope Krishna is enjoying the chanting. Is it you or is it Krishna? Is it you or is it Krishna? Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna. Oh my Lord Sri Krishna. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhaktavinda. Let's see, maybe some Prabodhanandana Saraswati Thakur. No, that's something else here. Ah, ah. Chapter 2, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is in Adi Lila, Chapter 2, Caitanya Caritamrita. Or maybe Chaitanya Bhagavat. My mind is fickle today. I don't know what to read. So I'll just pick something here. Randomly, sort of randomly. Madhya Chapter 6, Mahaprabhu summons Advaitacharya. All glories to the moon-like Sri Chaitanya Chandra. the fully independent Supreme Person, who is always engaged in eternal pastimes. Yeah. Who is always engaged in eternal pastimes. All glories to his eternally pure activities. He is the master of the universe and the supreme controller of all controllers, and the direct manifestation of all transcendence. All glories to all his intimate servants and dear devotees. All glories to their ecstatic dancing. All glories to Sri Gaurachandra, the life and soul of the universe. Please give your lotus feet in charity to my heart. All glories to the all auspicious Vishvambara, the supreme benefactor of the universe. All glories to the servants of Sri Gaurachandra. All glories to the life and soul of Sri Paramananda Puri and the dearmost object of Swarb Damodar. All glories to Sri Krishna Chaitanya, the beloved master of Sri Rupa, Sanatan, Jagadish, and Gopinath. And all glories to the Lord of Govinda, the doorkeeper. Please bless the entire universe by your merciful glance. In this way, Lord Nityananda and Sri Gaurachandra performed his pastimes of congregational chanting with the devotees. Now in Majjhikanda, I will describe Advaitacharya Prabhu's meeting with Gaurachandra in the house of Srivas Pandit. One day, Lord Chaitanya, exhibiting the mood of the Supreme Lord, ordered the younger brother Srivas Pandit, Ramai, to go to Advaitacharya's house and inform him of my appearance. Tell him that the person that he worshipped for so long, the person he wept for, the person he fasted for, that same Lord has now appeared. He has come to distribute knowledge of loving devotional service to the Supreme Lord. Thus, he must come immediately to join him. Also tell him about Nityananda Prabhu's arrival, but do it secretly and explain to him everything you have seen. Tell him to come immediately along with his wife and bring all the paraphernalia for my worship. Happy to be entrusted with these orders, Ramai started for Advaitacharya's house, absorbed in remembrance of the Supreme Lord. Although he did not know the way, he felt very joyful. His only treasure was Lord Chaitanya's instructions. Somehow, by divine arrangement, he arrived at Advaitacharya's house. Offering his obeisances to Advaitacharya Prabhu, he was overcome with great joy and could not speak. Advaita Prabhu already knew everything that was happening in Navadvip. He could perceive this because of pure devotional, because he could perceive this because of his pure devotional platform. See, if one has not achieved the pure devotional platform, you cannot understand the activities of the Lord or his devotees. That's why we're so misunderstood here. People don't understand. They think this is the thing, they think they understand the pure devotional platform. Many of these Vaishnavas, they think they know all about bhakti. See, but they can't understand it because if they did, they would see what's going on here. See, the pure devotional platform is worshiping the Lord in ecstasy, and with great transcendental rapture and bliss, and tears, and all these beautiful things. And if you do worship like that, you can understand the devotees on the pure devotional platform. And see, the problem is most people can't understand the devotees on the pure devotional platform. Therefore, when there's real preaching going on like this and deliverance, the devotees have to become witnesses, those who are elevated to the pure devotional platform and who can recognize the transcendental activities of Lord Chaitanya and his devotees. And one of them is when people are being delivered because of an authorized spiritual master on the planet. See? So the witnesses are the disciples. And in this way, they convince others, because after a while, people start to see how beautiful bhakti is, and they see, oh wow, this is, yeah, it's. They start to see what the verses teach. Like Lord Chaitanya said, yes, it's correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. See, that's the procedure. So the witnesses say, yeah, yeah, my Gurudev awakened my devotion in me. Without the mercy of my Guru, I would not have Krishna in my heart awakened now. See, so the witness program. Yeah. That's what made it work with Jesus. Otherwise, uh, it becomes mundane. It becomes mundane religion. It reverts back to the Pharisee thing, like it did. Sometimes those who actually had love for Christ um, either retreated, like the Desert Fathers. They retreated to the mountains and did austerities and caves and stuff like that, and didn't preach, because a lot of people, they were not interested in this teaching of Christ. They became more materialistic. And so anyway, that happens, and that will happen in Vaishnavism too, unless this pure devotional platform is not preached and people come onto that. Yeah. Like there's a great verse here. I read it this morning. Hare Krishna. This is in Anchalila, chapter 5. So this person comes to Lord Chaitanya and says, "My Lord, kindly hear me. I am a cripple-minded householder, the most fallen of men. But somehow, by my good fortune, I have received the shelter of your lotus feet, which are rarely to be seen. I wish to hear topics concerning Krishna constantly. Be merciful unto me and kindly tell me something about Krishna." See, that eagerness to hear topics of Krishna is the shelter of the Lord. See, otherwise you cannot have such eagerness. See, so do you see? It says, "For somehow or other, I received the mercy of the shelter of your lotus feet." And then the next verse, he said, "Now I constantly want to hear topics about Krishna." Okay? So the mercy of the shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya, which is Radha and Krishna, is synonymous with the attachment to the pastimes of the Lord. See, and the name of the Lord, the qualities. See, that's what it's all. That's what Krishna consciousness is all about. Is that attachment? That's called Bhakti Lata Bish. You got for that only from the authorized guru when it's being given. See, but there has to be preaching about it. Otherwise, that's why you see Prabhupada wrote it in his books. There's a lot of stuff about Bhakti Lata Bish, but he didn't preach that much about it. He didn't preach about the Holy Spirit of devotion, not verbally. He left that work for us. So Lord Chaitanya goes on to say, well, actually, he says, by my good fortune. This is how the devotees become witnesses here. They realize, wow, by my good fortune now, instead of just doing devotional service according to the rules and regulations of Vaidhi Bhakti, by my good fortune, I'm doing devotional service in ecstasy. I'm doing devotional service attached to the lotus feet of the Lord. I'm doing devotional service attached to the name of Krishna and his pastimes. See, it's all the same. That's that, and that's how you witness. You just tell people the truth. That yeah, I used to be a Vaidhi Bhakti. And now I'm by the grace of my guru, I've gotten this bhakti, this attachment to the Lord's pastimes and qualities of nature to the point of tears and laughter and ecstasy. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. See, and you teach people the value of this, getting this, see, gift. See, so what they're teaching in Vaishnavism now is really not, it's not really correct. They're teaching, oh, it takes a long time to get this special mercy of the Lord. Well, it can if it's not being ordered and delivered by the ecstatic associates of Lord Chaitanya. There's no real difference between Prabhupada and the current Acharya. If there's a current Acharya here, there's no difference between Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta, and the current Acharya. There's only one difference. They all have the same ecstasy. See? The difference is the message. See, if they're giving you the message of the postgraduate teaching of Chaitanya Lila, you're going to get that. If they're going to give you the message of Vaidhi Bhakti, you're going to get that. See? So that's the only difference here. Now, the message of Raghunuga Bhakti, truly, I mean, not just blah, 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 no, the conveying this, conveying title to Krishna as your property. I remember when I was in real estate, I go to the real estate office and to take title of a property. Now I own it. See, all illusions. Now I own the property. I came to take title of the property, to have that title conveyed from the name of the previous owner to me. Okay? That's how Maya works. You get a title conveyed from some mundane person of a mundane property, and now you're the owner of that property. Either they died and you inherited, or they sold it to you and you bought it with material money. Well, the same kind of thing sort of works like that in Vaishnavism. See, title is also conveyed here from guru to sincere disciple. Right? See, title of what? What kind of property do you own now? What property is conveyed to you? See? Attachment to Krishna. See, Krishna becomes your property because of that love for Krishna awakened in you. See? And then you don't have to lose that property to convey it. Isn't that beautiful? Everybody should, attain Krishna as their property because he's the only opulence in this universe that when you convey it, you don't lose it. It just, that treasure increases. If you convey the title of a property to somebody else, they own that property. You lost it. This, you convey title to that property by awakening. The guru. His pleasure is to awaken bhakti lada bij, the attachment to Krishna's pastimes. That means you've got the shelter of Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna. And people are so grateful to become so wealthy, to take title of Krishna, because they have the devotion awakened. This is Bhakti Lata Bij principle. Mm. See, I wish to hear topics concerning Krishna constantly. See, regularly. Now that can be you. That is many of you out there. You also like to hear topics of Krishna. You come here every day. Oh, so I'm going to say what the Lord said to Prajumna also applies to you out there who have developed this fortune, this good fortune. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, "Oh, I do not know anything about topics of Lord Krishna. I think only Ramananda Roy knows, for I hear these topics from him." So the Lord's saying, "Go to my ecstatic devotee." Oh, yeah, but you're a Brahmin. Can you go? I don't know. Do you want to go to Ramananda Roy? He's a Sudra. He even touches women. You know, I don't know. Do you want to go to him to listen to? I mean, I do. But Ramananda Roy had devotion to Krishna. He had attachment to the Lord. He could convey title of Krishna to whoever would come and listen to those topics, come under the cloud of those topics. See, this is the real path, man. This is the good news. Hey, ISKCON. Hey, Gaudiya Math, Gaudiya Smiti. Good news. You don't have to wait many lifetimes for Prema Bhakti. Come here and take title of Krishna. Come here, get purified. Let's wash your clothes, man. Let's wash your clothing of speculations. Trying to speculate your way into the kingdom that we already have. Title has been conveyed to so many devotees in our Sangha already. Proof of that is that attachment to the Lord. Look, Janaki's taken title of Krishna already. Lord Chaitanya, Francis, Rajiv, River, Lalita Ganga. How many do I have to? So many people are taking title of Krishna. See, somehow or other they receive the good fortune to want to hear topics of Krishna. Not only hear them, but also speak them. My God, you guys are so fortunate. The more I think about it, the more I feel blessed to have such association with people who are attached to Krishna. See, that's the new we're here to give the new Vaishnava's testament. See, the guy saying, "Viva la Krishna, Viva la Krishna, Viva la Radha, Viva la Radha." I see that you have acquired taste for hearing talks regarding Krishna. Therefore, you are extremely fortunate. See, how many people have acquired taste for hearing topics of Krishna? So many here. Look at Amy. Look at Fanny. They love these topics. You are very fortunate. I'm just repeating what the Lord Himself said, and you know it. You come here daily to hear topics of Krishna. You go and you listen to my disciples give their classes about topics of Krishna. So many people are getting attracted to hearing topics of Krishna and Radha and Lord Chaitanya. How fortunate we all are for getting to that place. And that can happen for anybody. Hey, anybody in ISKCON after 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. It goes for you gurus also. I know not everybody's attached to these topics. 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years in Krishna consciousness. And ask the question, are you attached, transcendentally attached to topics of Krishna to the point of tears? coming to your eyes, and your misery's going bye-bye. If you're not, you can come here, you get another chance. Otherwise, you're going to miss this chance, because Krishna consciousness is all about attachment to Krishna. Nothing else is real. Nothing. Zero. Go hard. Your preaching is bullshit. Yeah, you think it's bullshit. Well, I'm going to do the slam dunk here. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. A person who properly performs his regulative duties according to Varna and Ashram. This is message for you, ISKCON, and this is a message for you, Gaudiya Smiti. Are you properly performing your duties? If you say, well, yes, I am. I'm doing everything. I'm chanting my 1 lakh or 16 rounds regularly. I come and I do the Guru Puja. I follow Purushet. I go and do it all day long. I do these things, and I'm doing what Prabhupada said. He said to go and do the program. I've been doing this for 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Yeah. Are you ecstatic devotee? Do you love the name to the point of tears? Do you love the vibration of the Hare Krishna mantra to the point of laughing and crying and choking up? Well, no, my Guru Dev Narayan Raj said that takes many lifetimes. I'm just trying to get a little bit of ruchi. I'm trying to get all my material desires gone, because he told me that is the real path, is to get all the material desires gone, and then I get maybe a little bit of taste, maybe, if I'm lucky. And then in the meantime, I got to force myself to do all these tough austerities. This message is for you out there, you who think like that. And so many of you preach like that. Oh, it's all about austerities and following this rule and that rule. And you can do this your whole life. And this is what the Lord says to you. He's singling you out. But does not. A person who properly forms his regulative duties according to Varna and Ashram, but does not develop his dormant attachment for Krishna or awaken his taste for hearing and chanting about Krishna, is certainly laboring fruitlessly. No fruit coming from that tree. Dry branch, dead branch. And people come here and they didn't follow the rules and regulations, but simply they have a little bit of faith here. They're just elevated right up to attachment to Krishna. Tears are coming, ecstasy is coming. All their miseries are going. Are we teaching the real path or what? Are you ready for the truth to be set free? Or you want to listen to more of the baloney out there from your gurus telling you it's all about regulative devotional service and Varnashram Dharma and fasting and all that? Or do you want to come here and get attachment to Krishna and Lord Chaitanya's pastimes, where you're very eager to come here every day and then give classes yourself even, and then go to my students' classes, and you just do that and you're so ecstatic and becoming more and more ecstatic every day? That's the real path. Or you want to labor fruitlessly another 5, 10, 20, 30 years. See, this is the fruit of Krishna consciousness. It always comes the same way. I'm going to repeat that again. It always comes the same way. It always comes the same way, because you and ISKCON and all of your groups, you need to hear the Bhagavatam for the first time. And this is the first thing you'll hear. You got to be a Maharaj Parikshit, and you got to be like a Shukadev Goswami. That has to be here in front of you, and you got to hear the Bhagavatam. In a very short time, you're elevated to tears, to ecstasy, When you hear the topics of Krishna, you're going to say, wow, this is exquisite. I never heard these things before. You got to be like Johan saying that, or Janaki, or anybody that's coming here. You got to be like Arjuna on the battlefield and really relishing the topics. Because I know so many of you are not there. Yeah, and that the only reason why that's taught is to get you a little platform, get to know God a little bit. It's a temporary fix. Just like the Ritvik system is a temporary fix. Ultimately, you got to meet the real guru. See, so you should, everybody, analyze this preaching. Is this preaching in alignment with the verses I'm preaching? Does it make it more clear what the real path is? Or does your guru and their different opinion, and I know their opinions are different. What opinion works? Well, so many people are coming here now and becoming attached to Krishna, listening to this opinion. Therefore, if you're getting attached to Krishna and ecstasy is coming, that means it's Krishna's opinion. I'm just promoting as it is Krishna's opinion. And Krishna is very happy in your own hearts about it. And to awaken. He's pleased to awaken because you're following the real path, because that's what the path is. You got to be a Maharaj Parikshit. You got to sit in front of real empowered devotee like Shukadev Goswami. And if you're one of these gurus say, oh, I would never compare myself with Shukadev Goswami, well then, hey man, what the hell did you take the high seat for? Because you better get off. Because you're not doing anything for your disciple. You can't deliver them. You're just playing some game, wasting your time and their time. All you're getting is a big false ego thinking that you can do something, but you can't bring tears to the eyes of your followers because you're not preaching the real clear truth. You're not an example of an empowered guru. An empowered guru chants the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra with great ecstatic devotion. And because of that great ecstatic devotion, they tell you like it is, as it is, and awakens others' ecstatic devotion who hear attentively. Sachi says, Mary is so much in life is scary. That's right. A lot of people are scared. They're scared of losing. You're not going to lose any. That's all Maya. Don't listen to Maya, man. Acharya Dave, don't listen to Maya thinking you're going to lose your position. No, you're going to gain the real position. All of you, you're going to become real gurus, man. You're going to actually, hey, you're actually going to deliver your disciples. Wow. In this life, you'll be better in a sense than Narayan Raj. He didn't deliver his disciples in this life. The best he could do is deliver him here if they come. If they're willing to let go of the Old Testament Vaishnavism, the speculations there, speculate. Oh, it takes many lifetimes to attain prema bhakti. Well, no, I mean it can if you're not a recipient of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. If you're not in the real line, if you're in the real line and you're a real associate of Lord Chaitanya, oh, it's very easy. When you're ready to preach the truth and you get the go ahead, I got the green light, man. 1996 was the green light to deliver Prabhupada's disciples. Whoever believes in this preaching more than the preaching of those who are many lifetime preachers, and you're just doing the Varnashram system, and you haven't developed deep attraction for the name of Krishna and the name of the pastimes and the qualities that everybody's getting here, you're laboring fruitlessly. Do you want to do that? You want to do idol worship still? Or you want to be delivered? See, your choice, free will. So is this offensive to the gurus to just kind of like really analyze everything like it is clearly? Is that offensive? And just to say exactly what they even said, Narayan Raj said, "Oh, what prema bhakti? That is so high, it's going to take you many lifetimes." But these books, when they're preached, and they're being preached now in our sangha here, when they're preached now, this is the real philosophy: is the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. You can have that in this life, and people are getting it and proving it here. So, hey, if you come here, I'll convince you of the word. Because if you really want Krishna and Lord Chaitanya and you want to be delivered, well, you'll get it, because I'll tell you as it is, and you check it yourself. You'll see. My God, Narayan Raj never told me that the mercy of Lord Chaitanya is available in this life. Oh, you had to be so high to get it. You have to be so austere to get it, or so superstar Vaishnava to get it. And Gohari says, well, I got it this way. I just, had that mercy, and I've been relishing that mercy for years. And I got the order to distribute it. I didn't know I was going to be a distributor. I mean, Prabhupada came to me, and Krishna came to me and said, you're my distributor. I need somebody like you. You're not glorying in how great you are. That's the way my real devotees are. They're not. You see me, putting a pretentious and thinking that, well, look at me. I've got a rubber stamp from my the GBC clerks. The managers of the group there. No, just we talk about the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. I'll convince you. It's very easy to convince people. If you listen attentively here, I'll just tell you what's in the book. And the book is very convincing. The book will stimulate greed in you. Wow. And real hope, not hopium, hope that will bear the fruit of attachment to the Lord, which is the greatest treasure in this world, man. And that attachment will deepen, and it's spiritual forever and ever and ever. See, it's the fairy tale that comes true. People will start calling you fairies also. Don't when they start seeing men cry, notice here we got men, they call, oh, look at Johan, he's such a fairy. They think you're queer. You are kind of queer, if you're crying, if you're a man and you're crying in ecstasy for Krishna, it's a bit queer. But not in the way people think. They think it's some sexual and something to do with the male body. Well, something to do with the male body of Krishna. And that's pretty queer nowadays. Isn't that kind of unusual, unique, different, very queer, to love God to the point of tears. They say that guy's a real fairy, man. See, yeah. See, the devotees here, male or female, they live the fairy tale. See, and their fairy tale comes true forever. It's not like the one in the reflection here. So come here and become as queer as we are. Male or female, we're all queers. This is great for homosexuals. If you're a homosexual or a lesbian, you should come here. You'll be amongst friends. Well, we may not have the same sexual preferences as you, per se, but we have the same preferences on the spiritual platform. See, we're queer on the spiritual platform, and we'll help you become queer on the spiritual platform. How's that? Whether you're male or female, you'll be attracted to Radha and Krishna. Believe without a doubt, it's become an addiction for me. I can't go a day without hearing Srila Gaur. Yeah, it's wonderful, isn't it? See, this is what Lord Chaitanya would say, what he said to Pradyumna Mishra to you, Fanny. And not only you, Fanny, anyone else who develops attachment and attraction to the pastimes of Krishna coming from his authorized devotees who are engaged in spontaneous loving service like Ramananda Roy and Arjuna and Shukadev Goswami, and also here in this Sangha, you will get this. Shama Sundari. Oh, that was a fantastic promotional picture you had there. It's really nice. That was a good one, man. I think Shama Sundari is going to become a famous yoga teacher or something, man. She should be, you know. She's got something to share, you know. You know, it's funny. Everything comes from Krishna. Even the words like queer. See, because people call that's kind of queer, you know, if you're a man and you like a man. But that's about God ultimately. See, it's kind of queer for a male, say, if you're a cowherd boy, to actually love Krishna. It says it's almost to the point of almost conjugal. The friends of Krishna. It's very very deep and intimate. It's kind of queer, isn't it? It's kind of queer. It's unusual to find devotees who are male and they love Krishna. Okay? And it's kind of queer or lesbianish if you're a woman and you love Radha, because it's to the point of tears and ecstasy, you know, that kind of thing. But it's not. It's normal and natural. "20 people came because I asked Krishna for that." All right, that's great, man. Yeah, that's awesome, Shama Sundari. That's great. Ah. See how everything, if you look deep enough, everything has a relationship to Krishna. Well, oh yeah, I was reading this here. Yeah, yeah. See, a person who properly performs his regulative duties according to Varna and Ashram, but does not develop his dormant attachment for Krishna or awaken his taste for hearing and chanting about Krishna, is certainly laboring fruitlessly. Because the whole point of religion is ultimately to develop the fruit of love of Krishna. See, so that's why it's not enough. You see, the people were following the rules and regulations in Varna and Ashram when Lord at the time of before the appearance of Lord Chaitanya. They were Vaishnavas back then. They were worshiping. Hey there, welcome. Yeah, they were worshiping Lord Jagannath. They're doing all these things. But you see, the Lord had to come himself and bring his devotees to teach this platform of devotional service, to teach attachment to Krishna. Just like now, the devotees they have to see the value and the importance of coming around a sangha of devotees. We have a whole bunch of devotees here that are attached to Krishna, that love his pastimes. They love, especially Lord Chaitanya. You got to become attached to Lord Chaitanya. He's the door into Radha and Krishna Lila. He's the current incarnation for this whole age. If you're not attached to Lord Chaitanya and you're going directly to Radha and Krishna, you will not have as deep of an ecstasy as those who are attached to Lord Chaitanya. You cannot overstep the current Acharya any more than you can overstep the bona fide representative of our Gaudiya Vaishnava line. You cannot overstep the real guru, the real Shiksha guru who delivers attachment to Krishna. You cannot overstep it. And everybody has been trying to do that after Prabhupada disappeared. They're trying this guru and that guru and everything. And very few I've seen are really attached to Krishna to the point of ecstatic laughing and crying and choking up and everything going on in our Sangha. Proof is in the pudding. This shows you what attachment to Krishna looks like. It shows you the what it looks like, what this verse looks like in living color in this life. What is it? Nobody knows. People could say, "Oh, I'm attached to Krishna. Do you have tears?" "Oh no, I'm attached to Krishna. I don't need tears. I don't need to laugh like a madman or woman. I don't need to choke up because I'm so in love with God. But I can say I have attachment to Krishna." I say inconclusive. The scriptures don't say that. If you're really attached to Krishna and you're a liberated soul and a resident of Vrindavan, then you will have the symptoms of that. They will manifest in your body, in your temple. This is a body here. The Lord will prove. He will anoint you. See, with the salve of love. You see, even Lord Brahma said, you have to be anointed with the salve of love. Those were the tears, Brahma Samhita. It says, Brahma tears, salve of love with tears in the eyes. If you're chanting Hare Krishna and tears do not appear in your eyes, you haven't achieved attachment, deep attachment to Krishna yet. But if you're here, you'll at least, the preliminary is, you'll be listening and you'll get relief. You'll think, I just feel so good being here. And then maybe occasionally some tears will come. But that'll increase. Everything increases. It's what it's supposed to do. Pradyumna Mishra, being thus advised by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, went to the home of Ramananda Roy. So I'll skip around a little bit here. Let's go to here's a verse here. This is in Caitanya database, Caitanya Caritamrita Adi, chapter 7, verse 18-19. The internal devotees or potencies are all internal associates of the pastimes of the Lord. Only with them does the Lord advent and propound his Sankirtan movement. Only with them does the Lord taste the mellow of conjugal love. See, that could be even one devotee. Only with them does he promote the Sankirtan movement. See, the real Sankirtan movement is the prema. It's only with them does he taste the mellow. That's the devotee who tastes. The Lord is tasting in their heart. They're tasting together. It's like the Vrindavan pastime. There's the cowherd boys, cowherd girls, and they're sitting down with Krishna, right? What are they doing? They're having a picnic. And they're very close, aren't they? They're like right next to each other. That's chanting Hare Krishna and pleasing Krishna in the Lord in the heart. That's the ecstatic devotee. See, you become a ecstatic devotee because being near a touchstone. The touchstone is the ecstatic devotee who has that relationship. Only with them does the Lord propagate Sankirtan movement on the level of prema, not the other thing. Oh yeah, let's go make devotees out there. Yeah, what kind are you going to make? Oh, I don't know. We'll just get them here, get to give donations and make big temples, stuff, and will engage them in Varnashram Dharma. Get them doing lots of rules and regulations type. That's not an internal devotee yet. See, the internal devotees, that if they're really here and they're really preaching the real movement of Lord Chaitanya, see, they're tasting that transcendental happiness in their heart because the Lord is tasting. They're having a picnic with the Lord right in front of you guys. And if you're thinking, oh, I want also on a picnic, well, that's very good. Now you're developing spiritual greed. Just keep coming here. Keep watching devotees eat this food and with the Lord, because there's no other way to teach it but to eat this food with the Lord in front of the world and get them greedy, get them a little bit jealous, maybe mixed in there too. Whatever it takes to get you to also want this. See, only the only qualification is this greed. See, only with them does he distribute this love of God to people in general. See? So how do you know you're with a real associate? Well, this is also, not only are they tasting, and the Lord is tasting in their heart. See, the symptoms are appearing in their body, the ecstasy, right? And then the conveyance. Only with them does he convey this to people in general. See, people in general. No, you don't have to be a big sannyasi, a big superstar devotee. You hear this? This is the good news. He distributes his love of God to people in general. Yeah, so that's why to be an associate of Lord Chaitanya is wonderful, because not only will you taste the highest nectar and the greatest treasure and be eternally liberated from illusion, but you'll convey this to others. You'll be the verses personified. You ask, is your guru like that now? Ask, is Gauri like that? Is he having a picnic with the Lord? Is he conveying this bhakti to others, like that verse says? Okay, now you found a devotee Bhagavat. Even some of my disciples are like that already. Hey, are these gurus in ISKCON like that? Is anybody in Gaudiya Samiti like that, where they're tasting this nectar? Oh, well, we don't know what we think. He says he is or she is. Or that's not important. What do you mean it's not important? The verse says it's important. See, people need to start thinking. It's okay to think. It's okay to analyze your guru. You should be analyzing your guru. I don't want people blind believers here. That's why I come here to teach people. You can look in the verses, but after like you might be like a little bit like Karuna. After he's heard for 5 years, still he's thinking, well, I don't know. I still don't agree completely. Maybe a little sometimes if I take a little puff, but not when I'm in normal consciousness. Don't worry, we'll get him. He's just one of those big fishes. He needs a big rod to just keep him on the line. Just keep reeling him in. Yeah. See, the characteristics of Krishna are understood to be a storehouse of transcendental love. See, transcendental love is stored in the pastimes of Krishna. And that's why they consider even the devotee the storehouse of that love. It's got to be stored somewhere. It's stored. So the devotees they collect this Krishna. They collect him. It's their value. Right? And then that's where you go to get it. You go to the real devotees to get it. Yeah. So I'll take a little break, rest my voice a little bit. Okay, give us a reaction. Give us a word there, River.
I thought you was talking about me, actually.
Oh, really? What do you mean?
Well, all of us really. Yeah, because when I listen to you, it's my experience. This is what
Yeah.
I've received. This is how I've changed and transformed by being in the pastimes every day and receiving the prema every day and following this process, going through everything that we go through. You know, what you're talking about is exactly what's happened to me. Is again and again. There is nowhere else to go. It's so attractive. And it's become attractive because you planted that seed, the seed of devotion that was able to grow. So my creeper could grow, because otherwise that would not have happened. It would not have happened. It was really nice. Your preaching today was so perfect, because it is about each and every one of us, because we're
Yeah.
receiving this. We can we are the testimony for this path. We are, what's the right word? Yeah, the testimony for what you are doing for us,
Mhm.
for how you are preaching this path. And there's no doubt, Maharaj, there's so much that has happened, so much that has transcended and transformed away
Mhm.
from the illusion and seeing the highest being and seeing the highest knowledge, which is the illusion from truth.
Mhm.
Most of it, I'm not well right now,
Oh,
but I don't feel worried. I don't feel worried. I've just taken some action, but coming here and having this lifeline and being in this association of the supreme potency, it
mm.
is a lifeline. It is healing. It transcends
Mm.
those things more and more. I'm not saying all the time, but more and
Yeah,
more.
yeah, yeah, yeah. More or
So,
less. Yeah.
yeah, and it just gets more and more because you're living in spirit and truth. You know,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
living
yeah.
in that place more and more instead of this heavy material consciousness, which is very binding binding, and we just get bound here really with it. It's not real. And being on this path and walking this path, being having you to guide us all the time and keeping this space open has made that really truly happen, where the illusion is going, we can actually receive this. Marge is tired.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just I'm just midday.
No,
You know.
I understand,
Yeah.
but it's just so much. I'm so pleased. I was telling my friend that I haven't spoken to, I think, for 15 years today about this path and what is happening, and she said it was really, really beautiful. It was really nice to share what you were giving us, and
Yeah.
with a good friend
See,
actually.
people in general, all they have to do is be convinced because the Lord, only with them, when you have the real Guru, you have the real Lord. You have real Lord Chaitanya. See?
Yeah,
And then it can be conveyed to people in general. I mean, look at people getting this. Look at Fanny. Look at Shama. Oh, look at
yeah,
everybody.
very
Man. You know,
quickly.
so
Yeah.
many people. They have to go through the list now. You know, they're getting it so easily. Gonna have a list. Okay, well, look at this because everybody. He didn't say my name. You didn't say it. You didn't say that person's name. You know. I'll keep a list over here. Oh, let's see, Bob. You know. You'll have to do the whole class to do the list.
You'll have
Yeah,
to go through everybody's name in the class. There won't be no
yeah.
time to do a.
People ready for this. They're ready to hear
Yeah,
the truth. I mean, you know,
yeah.
you come here and you really, if you really want deliverance, man, and you really want God, I mean, how can you not get? How can you escape if you come here and you really want God and you really listen? You see it from all angles. You see it from the books, especially if you believe in Prabhupada's books or even the Bible, even, and
Yeah.
you see it in the Guru, not holding anything back, and you see in the recipients of the mercy, many are on the ecstatic platform. So how can you not be convinced? I mean, automatically, you know, your mind will think, "Wow, that's what I've been looking for."
I didn't even realize that I would get what I've received, Maharaj. I
Yeah,
didn't
you
even
think it's beyond.
expect
It's, yeah,
so many things, receiving so many things and such a transformation, and having this, yeah, attachment. And yeah, people are coming because you have given us the gift of the Lord awakening in the heart
yeah,
with the devotion, and that is here now. And it's easy to preach that, to share that with others.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
it really is.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah. And everybody, you know, you got to realize that people are getting this, people in general here. We're all people in general. So don't go into the illusion like you might see, like River, she's got that edge sometimes, you know, she's still purifying things out. So don't look at that like make it like a big deal. Just realize you're going through stuff, and that don't. It's not mundane. It's not material, because the result is there. That Krishna's trusting her. He's giving her. He sees. See, if he sees you're sincere, it doesn't matter how
Yeah.
much karma and stuff that you might be unloading. Just people are unloading shit here. You got to look at the exit. You got to say that person is trustworthy, even though they may spit at you and may be envious. So she's she got a reputation being a little bit on the. You know,
It's just
but
coming out and changing.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
taking away all of that, or hiding everything.
yeah, yeah,
Hiding
yeah,
all one's obstacles and blocks, bringing them out. I'm seeing them. Everybody sees them. Just
yeah,
let it go. Let it go as much as you can,
yeah.
peacefully. Um,
Yeah, and even people that might even be such, like we got Karuna there. He's a pain in the ass a lot of times, even for everybody. He's a pain in the ass. He's kind of a bit of a sahaja. He thinks he has his own opinion. Yeah, but you see, he's still got attachment here, and that's the main thing, is being attached here, and people will get through anything.
it's
It's
true.
just, yeah, you
It's
just
really
that
true.
attachment. Yeah, you're on the line, man. You're hooked. You know,
That's it.
just
I'm so glad you're not going anywhere.
yeah, yeah,
There's nowhere else to go. Even
yeah,
Karuna will say that.
yeah.
There's nowhere else
That's
to
why I'm
go.
reluctant. A lot of some of my students, they say, why are you alive? Keeping them around here? Don't you see? According to the Shastra, you should kick their booty out of here. What do you mean Shastra? I'm not obligated to Shastra.
Well,
Shastra's only a guide.
yeah.
I'm,
Well, Maharaj, it just shows the mercy that you're giving.
yeah,
This deep mercy that you're giving to all of us. We're all in these different states, like you were just saying, but we are
yeah,
all receiving the mercy. Karuna is receiving the mercy. And he says things because he wants to kind of, what's the word? He wants some attention,
yeah,
say
yeah.
something.
He's
But,
got
he
the,
listens, he's listening
yeah,
more, but he's in that place. He's
yeah,
purifying. The
yeah,
whole of Karuna, people don't know the whole. He's
yeah,
a nice guy. But he has
yeah,
that other side, like this
yeah,
one here.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
this. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and it's not. There's nothing wrong with when people are going purifying. You can keep them at a distance. I keep Karuna at a distance sometimes. I need to, because I'm doing this.
dude, he's in the
And
he's in the
but yeah,
caravan.
yeah. See, she keeps them at a distance. Get in that friggin'. That's the best investment we ever did, was the caravan, man.
I
And
won't
a
talk
door
about
lock. Yeah,
I won't talk about the state of the caravan.
yeah. And he's probably
But
good.
yeah, yeah, you need to have that distance when people are purifying. Absolutely, it can be quite a bit traumatic. Um,
Yeah, that's all you need to do, is just when people are going through stuff, you don't have to take it on or anything. Just keep it a little. Okay, they're purifying, but you don't have to give up the baby with with the bathwater. See, the bathwater is getting thrown out. Don't give up the baby. The baby is this love of Krishna, and many people have it here. But they still might be a little bit raw.
yeah, we're growing, we're growing and
Yeah,
growing.
yeah. I have
In
it.
this
Yeah,
association, sorry, Marge, in this association, we can grow. It's
yeah,
safe to grow. It's
yeah,
safe, and it becomes natural to grow, which is really wonderful. Really, what I've been wanting to
yeah,
grow.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
and
fantastic. This whole thing. It's amazing, actually. Yeah, so people, you can that kind of mercy that was here 550 years ago, of giving this love of God to people in general, is here, and because people in general are getting it. It's not like I'm telling a lie or exaggerating. You look at what Fanny, you could say, and Amy. They're like people in general. They're just general people in the world. They weren't, at least Amy, I know, wasn't like into Krishna. Maybe you heard the name or something, but on her friends list, there wasn't anybody that was a friend of. It was all just regular people out there, people in general. See, people think you got to do all these rules and regulations to get the mercy of Krishna, and you have to be a Vaishnava with the tilak and the dhoti and all that. No, when this is distributed, whoever will accept, acceptance is 99% of the path here, the real path. 99%. See, and following that can be a hindrance actually now, because a lot of people are hindered because they're overly attached to blind adherence to the that path, varnashram dharma, to the point of causing fault. I mean, that's why my wife left this path. Is she had more faith in this austerities and varnashram dharma and everything. And she thought, oh, Gohari, you can't be, I'm going to Narayan Raj. He strictly follows all these rules and regulations, everything. But he couldn't even give her what was being given here. And she already got it. But some people are like that. Like Nina, she got something here. She's different now. Okay?
I saw it happen in front of my own eyes in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I saw her awakening and transforming just in front of my eyes. Yeah, she did.
She even showed the before and after. She doesn't do that anymore. Yeah, but she was really big on before and after. She said, oh, yeah, look at the way I was like an old lady before. And then she has a picture. She's full of the juice. This is all about the juice here, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Mary, I have big faults too. Yeah. Well, we all do. Yeah. Anyway, the Lord's really merciful. Just
So merciful.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So thank you, River, for being on board, and going through.
I'm on board. I've got my ticket, my eternal ticket. Yeah. We have a great country.
You don't even have to wait to enter. That's the beautiful thing. You get the reward now. See, it starts to bear fruit now. See the fruit of it. So you become like a purified devotee, a liberated soul now in this life, and you know what people in the spiritual world are experiencing. This is beautiful. No blind faith. A lot of people. After it gets so strong, there's no more warring with the devil anymore. The devil leaves you alone and says, you know what I do now.
We know his game.
He's just a distraction, it distracts people from the truth. So
That's actually, the great thing. I was speaking about it a little bit this morning about how we were on this path, but we received the goal as we're walking this path practically straight away. We have to go through all the clearings, but we receive love of God straight away. We receive the mercy straight away. I know that because that kept me on this path, receiving the mercy by hearing you when you were in Mayapur, when I first met you.
Yeah. That's what so many people did, and even just love of God may not awaken right away, but the attraction still, you'll feel like, wow, I come here and I feel my misery's going.
Yeah, something happens.
That's part of attachment, and now it'll grow. The stuff goes out very fast, and then you start to get tears and the other symptoms of deep love for God. Anyway, thank you all for coming, and we'll see you soon. Hare Krishna.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare